Hi everyone, this is Gladys. You say how you feel, therapist, because fine isn't a feeling. If you are here, I want to remind you that this is a safe space where everyone is allowed to express their real emotions. Today, I would want us to talk about something that many people struggle with, feeling lost. Have you ever felt like you are completely lost? You don't know the directions that you're supposed to take. There comes a season in life where everything you thought you are comfortable with becomes very uncomfortable. And this is very okay when sometimes you feel that your old habits become very uncomfortable with you, your old relationship, your old dreams, like they no longer fit in your space. And in that space, one start feeling lost. But what if you are actually not lost, but you are becoming? This is just one of the things when somebody starts to self-discover themselves. I say that during self-discovery, you become self-aware, and things that maybe you felt were okay with you start becoming very uncomfortable with you. If, for example, you are maybe in a job that you are just maybe taking in because of the salary, but you don't feel maybe comfortable working there, you start feeling that maybe this is not my space. And most of the time you find people maybe even resigning in such jobs because you become like self-aware about yourself. And for you to become like what you want, you really need like to shed off. And I'll give an example of a snake. For if a snake has stayed for quite long, it reaches a point that they shed off the old skin so that they can continue. So also for one to become comfortable with what you want to be, you also need to shed off the old self. That is like you shed off the old habits, you shed off the relationships that are not working, and you start working on your a cover that brings life, that makes you blossom. Another thing that you do when you start like you are now becoming, you start questioning. If maybe somebody takes you somewhere and it doesn't feel safe with you, you start questioning, is this really the right place I'm supposed to be? Are these the right people that I'm supposed to hang out with? You start having a lot of questions because you are becoming. Another thing, for when you are becoming, you require to sit in with yourself in ways you never had before. And we say you call yourself in a meeting, you actually have this meeting, you address yourself how you want yourself to be, and and these sittings are not always comfortable because sometimes you realize that when you are in these sittings, you even start reflecting on the things that you want to do. If, for example, you want to maybe do exercise, you start setting those alarms, so waking up, doing those exercises, even if they are hard. And this just reminds me that I've downloaded an app for a face yoga exercise, and actually I'm going to tick in my um, planner this year that there is something that I'm doing for myself. And I said, in the journey of becoming, they are always very uncomfortable, very lonely, and very confusing. And when I say about loneliness, most of your friends, most of the people you interact with will not understand you. Some will step away from you. You'll feel at some point that you're confused. Maybe you are not making the right decision, but it is okay. They'll not be comfortable, as I said early. You will have to sacrifice a lot of other things maybe that you enjoyed. You will have to step out of your comfort zone. But again, I want to remind you that the journey of becoming is very sacred because the end goal of it all, it is leading you to a life that you've always desired to be. And if you are in a season, and if you are actually in this season, I want to remind you that that there is nothing that is wrong with you when you are questioning, when you want your space. It is okay to feel this way because you are actually growing. You are not lost. You are becoming. And here are some of the reflection you can try in today. What is that one thing that no longer fits in the version of you that you are becoming? If there is something like this, actually, you now need to write it down and sit down with it. And when you are sitting down with it, address it. Allow yourself to honor the changes. Yeah, because again, if you don't honor the changes, you'll not be able to accomplish what you want. And maybe I might give an example of maybe a reflection question, and here, like, I am actually realizing that some of the relationships in my life are no longer fitting the version of who I am becoming. I used to stay in spaces where I'm served with respect, where I felt unseen, where I felt unheard, where I felt emotionally drained. And I used to stay in these spaces because I actually uh, felt afraid of being alone. But the version of me that I'm becoming value peace. This version of me value a lot of honesty. This version of me value a lot of respect. And it reaches a point that some people feel that I'm stepping on them. But actually, this is what I want to be. This is what I want to become. I'm learning to choose myself because I've actually realized that this is not selfishness, it is a necessity. So, what are you going to do about yourself? Are you willing now to sit down with yourself, reflect on what you want, come to like try knowing things that you don't feel comfortable with? Again, I'll repeat, you are not lost, you are becoming. Take care of yourself, take care of your mental health because your mental health matters. See you in our next episode. Bye for now. This is Therapist Gladys. Thank you.